Hello, and welcome to your favorite bookish podcast.
It's not a codcast. Not a fish podcast.
Hello, and welcome to your favorite bookish podcast, Fully Booked and Caffeinated. I'm Heather.
I'm Kelsey.
And today is our monthly book to film adaptation. Not film to movie, I think I said last time.
Yes, you did. That is true.
Now it's book to film / movie adaptation. And today we are covering The Woman in Cabin 10. Good old Netflix film.
This is our second Netflix exclusive film. Because people we meet.
But also
Netflix.
Bird Box.
Oh, our third.
Our third.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Netflix, sponsor us.
I know. That would be amazing. Give us that discount.
I know, right?
Because they just keep raising the prices.
Every single month.
Anyways, before we get into it, what is your drink of choice?
Well, right now I have water, but yesterday I did some reconnaissance at a local coffee shop that we have been talking about because their social media is just perfect and on point. And it's because the owner is a photographer. I saw him when I was there. So Turtle Beans Coffee Roasters in Bordentown. I went there yesterday and did a little schoolwork, and I got the Bonito Latte, which is a banana toffee latte.
Sounds so good.
And I added the banana cold foam. I was nervous it was going to be too banana-y and taste like a smoothie, basically, but the coffee really didn't. The cold foam did. And it was so delicious. I got it with oat milk. Somehow it was $10. I don't know how, but I just swiped my card. So
you're like,
who knows? I was like, well, guess it'll be worth it. And it was very delicious.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
And the vibes were very good in there.
To check it out.
Yeah, I think you'll like it.
It'll be really nice.
What's your beverage of choice?
Well, you had mentioned that you got banana cold foam yesterday, and I knew that like Dunkin' has like a banana menu out now too. Okay. Yeah, but I didn't get a coffee. I went before I went grocery shopping yesterday. I was like, I do like one of refreshment, so I went and got they are doing like special refreshers.
Okay.
With like the banana cold foam, so I got it was the strawberry daydream refresher they called it, and it was the strawberry lemonade refresher with oat milk. And then topped with a banana cold foam.
Was that weird or was it good?
Yeah, it was weird.
I feel like oat milk in a non-coffee drink is weird to me.
Like Starbucks does it with the coconut milk. Because the pink the pink drink is coconut milk.
Yeah,
so,
but coconut milk is different.
Yeah, like it wasn't bad, but it wasn't great.
And it was probably, how much was it? I know it was too much. Dunkin'
it was like,
really...
No, it's like 5.5, because I got like a medium.
Okay. Still, they act a fool with their prices.
I know. So I was like, let me just test this out, because like I want something, but I don't want coffee right now, because I knew we were going to be getting dinner. And I was like, okay. I mean, it got me through my shopping trip, so...
That's all you can ask for.
There's that.
Okay. Well, cheers.
Cheers. Okay, so The Woman in Cabin 10 came out last year, 2025, and it was directed by Simon Stone, who has not really done much. So his IMDb was sparse. It was not much going on there. Although he did do a movie called Dig, and I think it was 2021, which had Carey Mulligan in it, and I like her.
Okay.
So... But
I've never heard of this movie, which is probably not a good sign.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the only main cast member that anyone will know is Keira Knightley. Everyone else is definitely like B-list acting. Like I know some of them. You know, like I know who Guy Pearce is, and Hannah Waddingham is in Ted Lasso. Okay. So there's like and then Kaya cannot pronounce her last name. Scoladaro? Don't know, but she was in Skins, which was a UK show
that was really,
really popular. And the one actor that played Adam, I think his name is Daniel Ings. He's in the new Game of Thrones show out right now.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah,
like, they have some notable, they have like notable roles, but none that have them, you wouldn't know their names, realistically, but you would be able to place their faces. So yeah, Keira Knightley is basically it. She is the calling card for this movie, and boy, was her acting wasted. I don't know what made her sign on to this movie.
I mean, she hasn't been in that many things recently.
She actually hasn't. She really hasn't. I think that ship might have sailed for her a little bit. Because she was doing all those period films, and they were really good. You know, Pride and Prejudice, Atonement, Anna Karenina.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Pirates of the Caribbean. She also did another one, I think, too. But yeah, she hasn't really been in much. So maybe this was all she could get, which is fine. And it's based on the Ruth Ware novel, which came out in like 2015 or something. Like, I didn't realize like late that book came out.
Yeah.
And it got 29% on Rotten Tomatoes. So,
well, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, and like I read the book like 2.5 years ago, I want to say. So I didn't really remember much about the book. But the movie is pretty different.
Well, allegedly, I have read this book. That's what Goodreads tells me. But I could not tell you a single memory.
Yeah, like I forgot what happens. Like I was looking it up as I was watching the movie because I was like, wait, I forget. Are there multiple murders? Like I couldn't remember.
I was like, have I ever read a book on a boat? Like I was so lost.
Yeah. So yeah, just, we'll just talk about it, and wherever the discussion takes us, it takes us, because there's not much.
If you're a listener of the pod, you know that Heather and I are booked and busy. We're always looking for ways to make our life easier and to boost our energy and focus, which is why we've got a company for you to check out called Strong Coffee Company. Their instant coffee and latte options not only provide a quick route to your delicious morning coffee, their blends are also infused with 15 grams of grass-fed protein, 5 grams of MCTs, 250 milligrams of adaptogens such as ashwagandha and theanine. If you're like, what the heck does all that mean? It means you'll be getting much better sleep, more mental clarity, and no jitters or crashes. Better sleep means more productivity and more energy to do things you love, like read and listen to this podcast. So if you're committed to being your best, healthiest self without giving up your daily cup of coffee, check out Strong Coffee Company. We've got an exclusive discount for you only for listeners of our show. Head to strongcoffeecompany.com and use promo code CAFPOD to get 20% off any product. This is the highest discount Strong Coffee offers, so make sure to use this code ASAP and let us know what you think. Again, that's strongcoffeecompany.com and use promo code CAFPOD.
Here at Fully Booked and Caffeinated, Kelsey and I love a good strong coffee. But sometimes you just need a coffee to take the edge off and not keep you up all night, or maybe you're cutting back on your caffeine intake without sacrificing the flavor. Well, that's where Savorista Coffee comes in. Savorista Coffee offers premium craft decaf and half-calf blends that are small batch roasted for exceptional taste, with ethically sourced beans, natural decaffeination, and bold flavors, such as the Colombian Inspiration Decaf with chocolate, caramel, citrus, and fruit notes, or the Barely Buzzed Half Calf with dark chocolate, toasted marshmallows, and walnuts, which is directly going into my shopping cart. Our listeners can enjoy an exclusive discount of 25% off any product with our promo code CAFPOD. So head on over to Savorista.com and be sure to put in that promo code during checkout. Again, that's Savorista, Savorista.com, promo code CAFPOD, to try out what customers rave to be the best decaf coffee they've ever tried.
Not as much substance as we were expecting.
No, not at all. Maybe I should have looked up reviews before I just like randomly chose this movie.
Well, this is one of the problems when we're like, let's pick a movie neither of us has ever seen.
Anyways, so recovering from the trauma of witnessing a source's murder, investigative journalist Laura, or as she's referred to as Lo, Blacklock, receives an invitation from the terminally ill billionaire Anne Bulmer, and she joins her and her husband Richard, as well as a plethora of wealthy guests, aboard their luxury super yacht.
That yacht was crazy.
That yacht was cool as fuck.
It was like a spaceship.
Like, and I've seen a lot of people talking about, I went down like a Reddit rabbit hole a little bit, and people were saying the film sucked, but the atmospheric things were really cool. Like all the boat shots and everything, but...
And there was like secret doors, and like, it was very cool. And then the pool... You
I know.
See the pool inside that one room. Yeah, the setting was great.
The setting was great. So they're on the super yacht. They're sailing to a fundraising gala in Norway, and she's there to write about the Bulmer's new charitable foundation. So when she gets on the boat, you can already feel kind of like an air of like superiority. Like there's such a hierarchy between like the guests, and they're all kind of like, "Why are you here?" to Lo, and she doesn't really seem to be the kind of person that they wanted to hang out with on this boat. Like, she was definitely kind of ostracized from the beginning.
Yeah, because these are the type of people who don't ever want to trust a journalist. And also, she has horrible fashion sense. And I could tell that this offended some of the guests.
Yeah, and then also when she shows up to, like, the first dinner and she's in this fancy-ass sequin dress, like, where did that come from?
It was so
in your
funny.
wardrobe. Like, nothing you wear remotely screams that this is what you should wear to this dinner.
I got the sense that they provided those dresses for her, because she, like, pulled them out of a box.
Yeah, I know, but, like, also weird. So the first evening at sea, Lo ducks into cabin 10 to avoid her ex-boyfriend Ben, who also happens to be on the yacht, and he's a photographer who's working for the Bulmers.
This is weird as fuck.
Yeah.
She just ducked into someone's room.
Yeah.
Also, why did none of them lock their doors? Ever?
Yeah, I don't know.
All the doors were unlocked.
Maybe they don't have locks.
Don't like that. Okay.
That kind of gives me the vibes that there's not locks on these doors.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. Okay.
So while in cabin 10, she encounters a mysterious blonde woman there. And nothing happens.
She just sees her
like,
and is like,
oh
my God. It's like, it's just
like,
a guest.
So in the book, the blonde woman gives her like a tube of mascara. And she's also like, I don't think she doesn't go into cabin 10. She like bumps into her in the hallway.
Well, that would be more normal.
Yeah. So there were like some shifts, like definitely from book to movie. Like for instance, I think one of like the biggest ones is that in the book, Lo suffers from alcoholism and insomnia.
Are you drunk right now?
Yes, I am. How'd you know? And she doesn't in the film, and which is fine because, like, you know how we feel about non-reliable women narrators and being under the influence.
With
so
substance
I'm not
abuse
mad
problems.
that they changed it, but I feel like in this book or in this movie, she kind of needed to be, because it takes away from like the suspense. Because everyone's like, "Well, you're a journalist, so like you could be telling the truth, but you can't blame it on anything." Because she's very well aware of her surroundings.
That's a really good point. Mm-hmm. Especially because when she starts acting all crazy and no one believes her, it would be more believable for people not to believe her. So, yeah, I get what you're saying.
Exactly.
But in the book, she also had this traumatic...
Yeah, it was different. Like, so for her, there was like a break-in, and she was there at her place.
Oh, very different. Okay.
Yeah, and this one, she just witnesses a source of her being murdered. And so, like, a lot of people had, like, a gripe about this, that they changed that whole narrative because they felt like that was what made Lo in the book. And so that was, I think, something that the film could have benefited from. Because otherwise, while she has this trauma, it's not enough to be, like, seeing things, or, the people can't place blame on her for not seeing what's really there, kind of thing. Because
right.
she has there's no mental health issues.
It's not the same type of paranoia.
Yeah, because, like, she had mental health issues clearly in the book. Mm-hmm. And in the movie, she seems self-assured and strong. So.
That's a good point. Okay.
Yeah. After dinner, Anne privately reveals to Lo that she has stopped taking her medication and gives her a copy of the speech she plans to make at the gala to announce she's donating her fortune. So she's a billionaire and she's about to die. And instead of leaving it to anyone, she's like, I'm just going to donate the entire thing. And I'm sure Mr. Bulmer's super happy about that.
Yeah. Also, if I was in this situation, I'd be like, well, while you're giving it away, if you would like to share, I can help you with that.
I could be my own charity. I need help.
If you'd like to give me this boat, for instance,
I will take it. So later that evening, after the meeting with Anne, she wakes to a woman's scream, and she goes outside to, like, her balcony, which, by the way, the balconies look so pretty, too. Mm-hmm. Like, also scary, though, because just you're in the depth of the sea in the dark, and the way that the balconies are. Like, at one point, she tries to climb over to go into cabin 10, and I was like, are you trying to fall to your death?
Like,
I mean, she lost a shoe.
Dumbest person ever. See, we were not meant to be at sea.
No.
Like, cruises should not exist. People really do go missing on cruises, okay? In international waters. So, could never be me.
No. But when she goes outside, she finds a bloody handprint by cabin 10 on, like, the divider between their balcony, and she witnesses someone fall overboard. So she immediately alerts the ship, but all the passengers are accounted for, and there's no guests staying in cabin 10, and the handprint has disappeared miraculously. Mm-hmm. But also I do love that the Hannah Waddingham, her character, was just drunk in a bathtub.
Yeah, like, because they go to check every room, and, like, some people are missing.
Yeah.
One of them was, like, playing chess by himself or something, and then she was just, like, drunk in the bathtub.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was like, oh, that's relatable. Mm-hmm. That seems like a rich white woman thing to do.
Yeah.
But obviously, Lo is unnerved by this, and she chooses to investigate because she knows that there was someone in cabin 10 because she saw them with her own eyeballs. They were there. Mm-hmm. So the voyage continues, and the next day, Anne appears to just, like, completely forget her earlier conversation with Lo, and she's blaming it on her new medication. And Lo should have been a little bit more suspicious of that, but, we'll get there. And she's going through photographs that Ben had from a party that they had all attended previously, like all the passengers, and she discovers the blonde woman from cabin 10 is in these photos. And so she brings them to Adam, who was his party, and he claims to not remember her. So, like, already right now, there's, like, a lot of red herrings, and no one's able to truly give her, like, a straight answer or any imperative information.
But she's also not interrogating them very well. Like, she says to Ben, she's like, you have to know who this is because you took a picture. And he's like, I'm a photographer at a party. He's like,
do you think I know every single person that I've photographed?
Yeah. Like there's 30 people in this photo.
Event? Yeah, exactly. I know. And so Mr. Bulmer, he's like, you know what, Lo, you just seem really wound up, and I understand you're traumatized by the murder that you witnessed months ago still. And so, you know what you need? You need to go to the spa.
We love a man who mansplains under the guise of wanting you to relax.
Yeah. He's like, I think you could use a spa day. So she's like, all right. And she's obviously very clearly unable to relax. Like, this is not remotely helpful. And then while she's in the shower at the spa, someone writes the word stop on her steamy shower door. And so she immediately runs out to see who wrote this, and she bumps into Adam, but he denies writing it. And because of course. And then she learns that the ship's security cameras are deactivated for privacy.
Which, literally, what is the point of them?
Yes. And, like, okay, so why? Because there's a bunch of rich-ass people on this boat. You think they're going to do, like, debauchery things, and it's, like, the Epstein files, and they don't want to be caught? Like...
Well, we know there's plenty of evidence of the Epstein files, so even that didn't work.
No. So it's, like, interesting. So, I mean, like, she's right to be suspicious of everyone, because she knows what she saw, and she wasn't going crazy, but everyone wants to make her think like she's going crazy.
And she just goes about everything in such a weird way, because, like, everyone is annoyed by her. No one is on her side. No one agrees with anything that she's saying, and she's still just running rampant. Like, I need to see your CCTV. I need to see the staff.
I know, she just demands people's attention.
Yeah.
And expects them to do what she wants.
As if they're going to. Like, no one even wants you here.
She doesn't have that kind of authority or power. Like, girl, you were invited as kind of like a secondary option. Like, you're just here to write about the event. That's it. You have no pull.
And if you're going to investigate it, be quiet about it then. Because you know that no one is helping you. And you know that they're just going to make it harder. So, like, just... do it on the DL. Exactly. So then, as you were just saying about being on the DL, she sneaks into cabin 10. This is when she almost fucking falls to her death on the boat. And she finds blonde hair in the sink drain, which, barf, there's nothing I hate more than hair in drains. And I was not a fan of this whatsoever. And so she, like, Ziploc baggies it. She scooped that shit out. After, in the beginning, she picked up the used cigarettes.
Yeah.
And put them in the trash can. Used cigarettes smell revolting.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like I didn't see her wash her hands a single time.
No, me either.
Okay.
And so she hides this evidence in her own cabin, because now this proves that someone was in cabin 10. But I'm also like, does it though? Because it could have been from, like, a past voyage and they just didn't properly clean. Like, there's no way that you can guarantee that this hair was from this specific voyage.
And she's just going to run to the police station and be like, I need you to do a DNA test of this hair.
Yeah.
And they're going to be like, okay, sure, because you're a journalist? Like...
I know.
No.
She confides in Ben, but she suspects that her room has been searched after she finds a button on the floor. Whose button is this? You know, I've been reading Corduroy to Millie back to back, and I'm just thinking about buttons, and I'm just like, you know who could use that button? Corduroy.
Everyone needs to be more precious about their buttons.
You know, so she's just... Like, like I said, she's right to be suspicious, because she saw what she saw. But this movie is... It's doing the most when it should be doing the least.
Well said. Also, Ben is such a weird character, because he's obviously still likes Lo, and he wants to be close to her and wants to have like a friendship with her or hook up with her, whatever. But when she tries to confide in him, he still doesn't believe her, but he listens to her, and then he just yaps to every single person.
Every single thing she says.
So every single time she's with all the other people and they're like saying something that she said, she's like, how'd you know that? And he's like, well, you see, I told them. Why?
That's what I'm saying. Like, she wants to confide in him, but that again makes him suspicious now. Because why are you telling all these people the things that I'm telling you in secret?
He's not a good secret keeper. But he's not a journalist. He's a photographer.
And that's on that. So at one point, she's on the upper deck of the yacht, And she just all of a sudden gets shoved off. And falls into the pool. So, I mean, luckily something broke her fall. But then there is, like a mechanical closing for the pool. And so whoever pushed her obviously now turned that on. So this part was actually terrifying. Mm-hmm. Because you're essentially trapped. And the only reason she gets found is because, like you had said, in one of the rooms of the yacht, the pool can be seen. There's like a little window.
There's like a viewing window.
Yeah, a viewing window. But at first, no one sees her. And she's like, I mean, obviously, it's soundproof, but she's still like viciously like moving. That should catch your eye in your periphery. And at one point, it finally does. Someone finally sees her.
Like, drinking and doing drugs.
They're all like drunk and just, partying, and they don't like notice it at first. But then eventually they do see her, and so she survives.
But this was such an escalation. Like,
yes.
Before, whatever is going on is trying to hide from Lo. And now it's like, actually, let's do an attempted murder.
And no one believes that she was shoved. So people just think that she just, like, fell. So again, this doesn't add up. If she was an alcoholic, it would add up. Mm-hmm. Because she maybe had been a little drunk and she fell,
Completely agree. And also, how were they explaining how that automated cover was closing? Exactly.
So, sus, not a great plot point of the movie whatsoever. But clearly it happened so that the hair and button could disappear.
That fucking button.
When her coat is laundered. So she no longer has the proof of the hair or the button. And she does notice, though, that Anne's doctor, who was not in the book, by the way.
This guy was like so creepy.
Creepy. He was like a character that's added. And she notices that, lo and behold, he's missing a button.
And then she
was like,
Were you in my room? Were you in my room? Were you in my room?
I see that you are missing a button. You know what that means.
More frantic shouting.
The crew are unwilling to answer her questions because, she does kind of go on, like, these solo excursions throughout the boat to talk to the crew one-on-one, and they're all like, we can't talk to you about this. Like, you need to stop asking questions.
Once again, she thinks that she has some influence.
Yeah.
And these employees are like, our boss is a billionaire. Do you really think that we're going to answer your questions?
When we don't believe you either.
Exactly.
Obviously. And the irritated guests refuse to believe her suspicions. So, all in all, she's just not believed whatsoever. Mm-hmm. No one wants to help her out. Ben eventually tries to. Like, I think her getting pushed was kind of the scenario that makes him jump into action a little bit. Mm-hmm. But no one wants to help. She's like on her own.
They're like, all we want to do is drink on this yacht, which
you're
relatable.
Causing us issues. Like, this is not what we wanted. We wanted to have a good time. Like, you're causing all this unnecessary drama and killing the vibe.
I kind of get that. Like when you're on a night out and you're just trying to like chill and party, and then someone gets too drunk and needs to be babysat.
Yeah.
It's like one of those things.
I agree with that.
I'm fully saying that knowing that I have been that friend a lot. But you know what I mean. We all gotta take turns. Anyway, that's besides the point.
So while she's in her room, she spots the woman from cabin 10 in the hallway and follows her to the engine room. And the woman begs Lo to drop her investigation, knocks her unconscious, and hides her in a storage room. Which, this does happen in the book, so, that's fine. But it does, again, this, escalates, rather quickly. Mm-hmm. Lo realizes that Richard would be disinherited, so he had arranged for a look-alike to assume Anne's identity. And what's interesting is, in the book, they're dating. So, this woman who is known as Carrie, her and Rich Bulmer are in, they're having an affair in the book. But in the movie, they do some AI shit with like a facial recognition, find me my clone type shit, which is why like the one guy was on the boat, the one random passenger who like I think says 4 words the entire film with the beard. That guy, Lars. I can't remember his name. It's not even remotely relevant. So now we're just pulling AI into this, which creepy. And she confesses to Lo that Richard hired her to impersonate Anne so as to sign over her fortune to him. Because Richard did find out that Anne was going to donate her billions and billions of dollars, leaving him nothing. Desolate. How dare she? So obviously he must kill her and have someone else.
Now that you're saying that, I think it would have been much better if they were dating, because right now the only reason for her to go through all of this mess is because she's getting paid a lot of money. But
and he wasn't, Anne wasn't supposed to be killed. Like that was an accident. So I can understand too. Like she obviously didn't sign up for that.
Well, she was supposed to, but in a different way, because remember the doctor was like, I signed up for an overdose to a patient that was already dying.
But I don't think that Carrie was supposed to know that. So I think that, you know what I mean? So she didn't know that Anne was going to die. Like I don't think that was ever part of the deal. But I think in the book she did know maybe that could be a possibility. Because she might have been plotting with
him because she was his lover.
Because I agree the doctor was probably going to drug Anne, and then that would be how she would either be hidden from everyone. If that was kind of like the nefarious idea, maybe it wasn't to necessarily kill her right away, but to at least keep her off the boats away from the guests so that Carrie could impersonate her and sign over all her monies that weren't hers. I mean, it's a cool plot. It's an interesting, like, heisty thing to do, but...
Yeah, but the problem is Ruth Ware did it. Ruth Ware catching strays.
So after privately talking to Lo that first evening on the boat, Anne discovers Richard kissing Carrie, which weird, because I don't think it was ever explained that they were in a relationship. Like, he found her through a program, but now I guess maybe from meeting with her and talking with her, he was like, my wife is dying, so let me just get a side piece real quick. But also, there was a lot of discourse online about why did Anne even go into Cabin 10? Like, what reason was it for her to even go in there?
Maybe she was also avoiding Ben. Everyone is avoiding Ben.
Because really there is no reason for her to go in there. Like, she doesn't know that he's in there. What is she doing?
They were in Cabin 10, or were they in their cabin?
No, they were in Cabin 10, because in that moment of being like caught, Richard kills her unexpectedly, and then
that's where the handprint
they throw her. Yeah, then they throw her overboard, and so everyone's like, but why? Like, why was she even in there?
Yeah, like, she wouldn't go looking for him herself. She would have sent one of the staff to go find him or something.
Yeah. Carrie desperately needs the promised money to help her family, but Lo has a point, because Richard is clearly money hungry, and she warns Carrie that he's probably going to kill her after she revises Anne's will. And Carrie's kind of like, I don't know, like, I don't know that he'll do that. And so she wants to continue with the plan, which, like, I get it. You have, like, a kid, you want to provide, and so she's doing what she's got to do. It's not great.
Yeah, if you think that this man, even before he killed Anne, if you think that this man who would do this entire ridiculous plot is incapable of killing you.
Yeah. Exactly. Carrie overhears Richard order the doctor to find and kill Lo, and all the guests are disembarking off the ship to go... I don't even remember what they were going to do. But everyone left the ship. Except for, like... Because it wasn't... Gosh, was it for the gala? Maybe it was for the gala.
Yeah, that's when they were docking.
Okay, yeah, because it was for the gala. And Ben returns to the ship. He was going to go, but he's like, I'm going to stay and wait for Lo. Because everyone, because now even the doctor's being, like, suspicious. Mm-hmm. He was like, oh, she's not feeling well. She's on, like, medication. She's kind of, like, lethargic. She's not really in the mood to, like, be out here. Which, that, again, is suspicious because she was been saying all these things that she's been seeing on the boat and no one believes her. Mm-hmm. And Ben's the only one that's kind of...
stay on the boat?
Exactly. So Ben's the only one that's kind of like, seems sus. Mm-hmm. And while everyone's gone, the doctor and the ship's complicit captain, because the captain was in on it too. There were multiple people in on this plan. They actually corner Lo and try to kill her, and then Ben jumps in to save her, our knight in shining armor, for no reason. And he's jabbed with a lethal injection.
I couldn't believe that this is actually how they were going to kill her with the injection.
I know.
Like, I thought it was just a little sleepy potion.
No. Yeah.
But
no. So, but I mean, Ben did put up a fight. Mm-hmm. I will give it to him. Like, he definitely jumped in and was at least able to give Lo the chance to get away. Mm-hmm. Because unfortunately he didn't survive. And so she jumps overboard off her balcony into those freezing cold waters. And she swims to shore, and the doctor, like, assures Richard, he was like, she could not have survived the freezing waters. Like, don't worry about it. Like, she gone.
I mean, yeah, I agree.
But, she's the lead in this movie. You really think that the waters are going to take her out?
She's the final girl, you're right.
Right? Come on, you know what final girls are like. Mm-hmm. So posing as Anne, Carrie reluctantly signs the new will, and this surprises Anne's legal counsel because clearly her plan all along was to donate all of this money, and now all of a sudden she's changing her mind. So clearly very suspicious. And it also draws suspicion from her bodyguard. And who was this, I guess maybe Norwegian lady? I don't even know. But she, looked so yeah. She looked so serious in her suit and glasses and her short haircut.
She was so stern.
I was like, I wouldn't want to cross her.
I know.
And Richard prepares to have Carrie killed. And during this point, Lo, she's, running around amok. Just, running amok throughout this, estate place. I don't even know what to call this, to be quite honest. There were, sheep or something. I don't know. So she's, running, and she ends up running into Sigrid, the bodyguard, and she explains Anne's murder and offers to prove Richard's guilt. And the bodyguard does believe her because I'm going to assume the inkling of suspicion in the will changing room. And she's like, all right, sure, prove it to me. What do you got? So while Richard is in front of the entire gala giving his corny-ass speech, Lo interrupts and, with Carrie's encouragement, reads Anne's original speech from that she had originally told Lo about in the beginning of the movie, revealing that Richard was to be cut off from her money. And in desperation, he declares that Carrie is not Anne. Or that Anne is not Carrie. No, what am I saying?
You're right the first time.
These names, there's so many names. And he takes her hostage at knife point. This also just escalates. And
because his grip is slipping. He's like a cornered dog.
No, really. And everyone's, he's trying so hard to stop Lo from speaking. And, first the guests are kind of why are you even here? She does seem kind of crazy. But then you have Carrie / Anne being like, no, you should talk. I want you to talk on my behalf. And then when Richard's still trying to stop, everyone's like, are you kidding me? Let your wife wants her to speak. Let her speak then. Your dying wife, this is what she wants. This is for her. Why are you trying to interrupt? So then eventually all the truth does come out. But he takes Carrie and runs off, fleeing the dock. And as he's running away, the bodyguard just gets a rifle from a storage unit.
I did not know where this was going.
Me me either, because then she's, like, leaving. I'm like, where's she going? And then Keira Knightley's chasing. I'm like, what is going on? I don't know what the end result of this is going to be.
I thought maybe she had a little speedboat in there. She was
me too. I know. I wasn't
the race to the seas.
Because then when, like, the door opens, there's, like, nothing in there. Like, it's an empty shed. But then she pulls out this rifle, and, like, she shoots him in the shoulder. Doesn't kill him, because it wasn't a great shot, but she's trying. She can't take the kill shot. So Lo grabs a nearby crank and hits him over the head with it before he can successfully kill Carrie.
At first I was like, is she just allowed to shoot people? And also, if she is a gun-wielding security guard, why didn't she have, like, a Glock on her or something?
I agree. I agree. Like,
what's the point of the bodyguard?
This was a lot. Yeah. So, Richard's dead. You know, that's good. Carrie's fine. Anne is also dead. And Ben is also dead. There's a lot of death on this boat.
A lot of death.
Unnecessary death, except for Richard. My boy deserved to die. I wish the doctor died, because he was an asshole, but because Lo does publish that expose on Bulmer, the doctor and the captain kind of get the brunt then of the charges, because they were
not
complicit
there to answer for it.
And they were part of it, so they're arrested for the murders of Ben and Anne, and Carrie ends up going home to her daughter, and she just, like, casually FaceTimes Lo, because I guess they're besties now, and she was like, you should come visit. And I'm like, is this going to be a love story? Like, what's happening?
Remember that time I slammed your head and knocked you out and then trapped you in the engine room of that boat?
Mm-hmm. But
Water
then I'm
under the bridge.
And I'm also just like, okay, but does Carrie get paid out?
She had to have gotten something, right?
You know? And also, why isn't she in trouble?
And faces no charges.
That's what
I'm
I'm
not sure.
saying. Because in the book, she escapes. Like, she doesn't get caught. And because when I was reviewing, like, how it happens in the book, there is a conversation that the two of them have while Carrie has her in confinement. And they're, like, talking about, like, Winnie the Pooh. They have, like, a shared love of Winnie the Pooh. And so when all of this stuff happens, like, when Richard gets killed in the book, no one, like, knows, like, their bodies are found in the water. And so there's two bodies found. And the assumption is that it's Richard and Carrie. But it's actually Richard and Anne.
Okay.
Yeah. And Carrie escapes with lots of money because then Lo gets a random wire transfer into her bank account with, like, a reference to Winnie the Pooh.
Wow, I like that ending better.
Yeah. So the ending also changed. Not in the best way. Because what do you mean? Like, you're just chilling with your kid. I mean, great, good for you, I'm happy, but, like, you also committed crimes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Basically, like, murder for hire. Like,
yeah, that's, you know, I mean, granted, yes, that wasn't what she was hired for. She was hired to impersonate, which is still a crime. Yeah, like, you're still, like, you're fraud. Like, you're trying to be someone, and you're also signing a document illegally, signing over money that's not yours. Like, you're doing a lot of things that are obviously very, very illegal, but not getting any reprimand for that.
Okay.
So, maybe they felt bad that she almost got killed. I don't know.
Maybe they never knew her real name in the first place, and she just scooted right on out of there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, actually, no, here, I wrote it down. So, in the film, when he flees, so Lo disrupts the gala that's hosted by Bulmer and Carrie and reveals Carrie's true identity rather than attempting to flee as in the book. So, like, he just tries to, like, leave. But, like, in the book, like, or in the movie, he's just, like, killed on screen. Where in the book, we don't get to see his murder at all.
Okay.
He just tries to escape and fails miserably, obviously. I guess I'm assuming that Carrie kills him in the book. I can't remember because I read it 2.5 years ago.
I might have never read it. Who knows?
So, so I think the murder part is kind of goes like unsolved. But yeah, that's the movie.
If you've been a long-time listener of the pod, you know Kelsey and I are all about pop culture and the entertainment industry. And if you happen to be looking for a one-place stop to shop for officially licensed merchandise, we've got the place for you. Old Glory is the ultimate destination to shop, offering over 300,000 items for music, sports, entertainment, and pop culture fans. This family-owned superstore has provided high-quality clothing and accessories since 1969, featuring the world's most iconic bands, sports teams, fan-favorite apparel, and quirky gifts, which means there's truly something for everyone. With free standard shipping and same-day order processing, Old Glory delivers fast and reliable service with every purchase. So whether you are shopping for yourself or looking for that perfect gift, Old Glory is your one-stop shop for iconic, high-quality merch, and our lucky listeners will receive an exclusive 15% off any product with the promo code CAFPOD. So head on over to oldglory.com to begin shopping their wide range of high-quality merchandise and get that exclusive discount. Again, that's Old Glory, OLDGLORY.com, promo code CAFPOD.
You know, here at Fully Booked and Caffeinated, we love coffee, but there are so many options to choose from in the coffee game. So how can you narrow it down? Well, allow us to help. Afuera Coffee is a company that sources their specialty beans from Central and South America, and the environment is quite literally in every bean. The volcanic soil infuses each coffee bean with vibrant and unique flavors. They have a flavor for everyone based on your personal tastes. Bold espresso for me, smooth light roast for Heather. And that's not all. The best part about Afuera Coffee is the ethical sourcing and sustainable farming practices they use to give you the best coffee while still protecting Mother Earth. And there's more. 5% of all sales are donated back to charities that provide conservation efforts to the great outdoors. If you don't believe me, go to their website, afueracoffee.com, and click on the 5% pledge tab. They have some great info on how much their pledge to charity has already impacted the environment. So check out Afuera Coffee if you're looking for great tasting, vibrant coffee, and you can rest assured knowing that you're contributing not only to your own happiness, but to the environment that we so desperately need to protect. This is an exclusive discount for listeners of our show. Use our promo code to get 15% off any product at afueracoffee.com. That's AFUERA coffee.com. Use promo code CAFPOD, CAFFPOD. Again, that's afueracoffee.com, promo code CAFPOD for 15% off sustainable and ethically sourced coffee.
A lot of plot holes and unfinished business. I fear for Keira Knightley's career because this was not great.
This was not Bend It Like Beckham.
No, and I thought it was fun that we were just talking about that in the episode before, and then I was like, oh wait. Yeah, this movie wasted her talent. Realistically, her acting skills were pretty good, but this wasn't the right film for them. Mm-hmm. But yeah, the setting, great, beautiful, loved it.
That's about it.
The characters and the storyline, not great.
And just even her acting, the way she was directed, just running amok and shrieking.
Yeah, I know.
Was just so...
It's not believable.
Amateur.
Yeah. And I really think the fact that they chose to not make her an insomniac or an alcoholic really took away from what could have made this film a little bit more suspenseful. Mm-hmm. And people were also pissed that the reveal of who Carrie is ruins it too, because I think obviously in the book we don't know that Anne is dead, because you don't find out until the end when her and Richard's body are discovered in the water. So everyone was but also people who didn't read the book who are watching the movie, they're already kind of given the ending in the middle of the film. Mm-hmm. And so everyone was kind of upset about that. Which makes sense.
Yeah, I don't think that needed to be changed, because why couldn't they just have the different actors playing her, or like pretending to be her because they looked the same?
They really did look alike, by the way.
And then just not reveal it to us until the end.
Yeah. I did pull this quote that I saw. So Courtney Howard of Variety, they were doing like their film reviews. She says, similar to its book-to-film predecessors, The Girl on the Train and The Woman in the Window, The Woman in Cabin 10 also features a gaslit woman who's forced to solve a mystery on her own after witnessing a suspicious incident. And much like the aforementioned beach reads turned Hollywood thrillers, director co-writer Simon Stone's adaptation for Netflix also suffers from major missteps by the midpoint, causing any tension to dissipate long before the already brief runtime is up. Still, the sleek production design, symphonic score, and performances from a killer ensemble act as a life preserver, making the shenanigans at sea a little less choppy.
I like the puns. Don't agree.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with, like, the first half of that. You know, that...
And to your point of those other two books, those are both unreliable alcoholic narrators. And, you know, we probably would have been annoyed if that's what it was, because it's so overdone, but that's what the book was. Yeah,
it was. And like I'm saying, like, I feel like, I don't know, her character could have had a strong lead, and it just fell so flat, unfortunately.
And also, they give her this backstory of being a journalist, and then she's not good at questioning people. She's horrible at lying. When she comes out of that staff corridor, I'm like, were you in that corridor? She's like, like, you should be able to lie better than that. You're a journalist.
Yeah, not great. I think it rightfully deserves the 29% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I agree. Waste of our time.
Yeah, unfortunately. I was excited to see Keira Knightley again. I was like, oh, this might be decent, because I feel like she does, her films are usually pretty good. Or
When I was younger, I was obsessed with Keira Knightley. Like, would see anything she was in. And now I'm thinking that's probably where my affinity for women started.
Probably.
Because she had, like, kind of an androgynous look a lot of the time, with her short hair, and she was, like, so skinny.
Like, because in Love Actually, that was, like, my favorite movie that she was in. You know, same. Like, she was very much just pretty.
Made me care about soccer. Who knows?
Made me want to be a pirate. I mean, whatever.
I mean, between Johnny Depp, Orlando Bloom, and Keira Knightley,
I know.
good God. Couldn't get enough of those movies.
Oh, those were so good. They don't make them like that anymore.
Yeah, now they make them like this.
Yeah. Unfortunately. I don't know. I was expecting a fun thriller, and it wasn't even thrilling.
Yeah, I feel like we always look forward to, obviously, a book-to-movie adaptation that's based on a book that we've read, that's based on a thriller, especially a very popular thriller.
Yeah.
And with the casting and the fact that it was done by Netflix, it's like, oh, this looks promising.
Be pretty decent.
And, I mean, the budget had to have been a lot for this setting, and it was really well done, like, well shot and everything.
Let's see if I can find what the budget it was. I'm
not sure how they...
I forgot that you like to look at those.
I sure do. But it's sometimes harder with, like, streaming-only movies.
All right, so the Netflix adaptation of The Woman in Cabin 10 had a reported production budget of around $21 million. A significant portion of this cost went toward filming on a real-life luxury super yacht.
Yeah.
Which cost apparently $1 million per week to rent.
Wow. Yeah, that sounds about right. This yacht was crazy.
A 274-foot, $150 million hybrid super yacht. Due to the high cost and delicate nature of the ship, the crew had strict limitations, such as not being allowed to eat, drink, or touch the walls during takes.
Oh my god. When she was passed out in the bathtub, they're like, gently touch the walls. Gently. They had like a little towel underneath her so she didn't touch anything.
Oh my gosh. The scenes were shot over nearly 3 weeks on the ship, so that's $3 million right there. Mm-hmm. As well as in the Scottish Highlands and Norwegian fjords.
Okay.
It was nice. The setting was nice.
Yeah, the setting was nice.
I liked the little shots of just the ship and the ocean. Seeing, like, the nature aspect of it. But, wow,
and
that's
the whole,
crazy.
Like, tone of it, like, the whole thing is just kind of, like, blue. Like, when you're...
Yeah.
All of the scenes have, like, this blue tinge to them. So you do get the whole at sea vibe.
Mm-hmm.
It had potential.
That's crazy, though. They filmed on, like, a real-life super yacht. Mm-hmm. So that boat's real. We can go find it.
We can't afford it.
It's called the Savannah.
I wonder who owns it. I wonder if they're hiring. I wonder if they want a sugar baby.
Do you watch that show Below Deck?
Yes.
There you go.
Sure do.
But yeah, so we watched it. And
we'll never watch it again.
No. We deserve treats after watching that.
Agreed.
Well-deserved coffee treats. Is there anything else you'd like to discuss before I get to our ratings?
Nope.
I
Let's
can only
rate
imagine
this bitch.
what our ratings are going to be. So our ratings are out of 10 bloody handprints.
Okay. That's a good one.
What did you rate it?
I think I went even down one after this discussion. I'm going 2 bloody handprints. And those
That's
2
low.
are for Keira Knightley only.
For Keira Knightley and Keira Knightley alone.
I even feel bad giving her only 2, but listen, she read the script.
Did she? Because
her agent was definitely like, we have a Netflix movie for you. She's like, hell yeah.
Seriously, I think the agent was like, listen, it's been a minute, and Netflix is really taking off right now. So are book-to-film adaptation movies. Let's just get you in there, girl. Just get that bag, and then we can never talk about it again.
Good for her.
Because, like, it was streamed a lot. Mm-hmm. Like, because, I mean, obviously, it is a Netflix movie. It was a thriller. It was based on a book, and it was, like, kind of Keira Knightley's one of the first things she's done in a while.
Mm-hmm. And Ruth Ware is insanely popular, so...
Insanely popular. And, like, she wrote a sequel to this book.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the sequel?
The Woman in Suite 11.
Good God.
Mm-hmm.
I hope they don't make that into a movie.
It came out, I think, last year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. What did you rate this?
I rated it 4 out of 10 bloody handprints. The yacht was really cool. Like, I really liked the locations. And, again, same thing. I Keira Knightley. Mm-hmm. I gave one for a handprint for Hannah Waddingham in the tub. Because I also just love her. So seeing her in anything is nice. But, yeah, it just definitely did not hit the mark whatsoever. I was looking forward to watching, like, a good thriller, because, like, it's been a minute, I feel like, since I've seen one. And this was not the correct choice. Unfortunately. I should have just watched Woman in the Window. Because that was a good one. Yeah. That's a good one. Amy Adams read the script.
So is The Girl on the Train.
There's a Girl on the Train with Emily Blunt.
Listen, it wasn't our fault. We had good evidence that would insinuate that this would be a good film.
Yeah. And I don't know, I just, like, feel bad for Keira Knightley's talent. Because, like, she is such a talented actress. And I feel like if this had just been done completely differently, it would have been a better movie. So, and Ruth Ware was part of, like, the writing as well. Or they at least conferred with her about things. And
Why does that not surprise me?
You know, of course she raved about it. She's like, oh, they made great decisions. Did they?
Well, look at her decisions. Come on.
Man,
I'm not a Ruth Ware fan, obviously.
Clearly, she is catching strays from you left and right. Jesus.
I'm sorry, this movie pissed me off.
What's the book by her that I really disliked? Was it In a Dark, Dark Wood? Or was it...
The only one that I liked was Death of Miss Westaway. I know you liked that one,
I
too.
loved that one.
Yeah.
But there was the one that I, like, forced myself to read to get through when it was, like, she goes to, like, this birthday party for this girl she hasn't talked to in a long time. Was that In a Dark, Dark Wood?
In a Dark, Dark Wood, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one was not good. I also read The It Girl, and that one wasn't great either.
Yeah, and we read One by One. I didn't like The Lying Game. That's the one that you let me borrow.
I actually didn't read One by One yet. I did like The Lying Game, though. I did like The Lying Game.
I read One by One after we read
You
Shiver
did.
for book club.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. We won't be covering Ruth Ware again. Anyway. I'm so angry.
How dare we speak of her?
Oh, God. Not Ruth Ware.
We're so we're a little stingy with our thriller writers. Just write a good book, man.
Just write a good book. God, just write a good book. As Ruth Ware just like sits in her house counting her money.
I know.
Not giving a fuck about this podcast.
I know, that's what I'm saying. You know, we can shit on like her and like Frida McFadden all we want, but they're out there getting that bag, so you're doing something right, clearly.
Listen, we're just haters. Whatever.
I stand by it. I was again like I saw someone on TikTok was posting about Frida McFadden. She's like, "Where do I start?" And someone said The Teacher, and I was like, "Why are people recommending this disgusting, disgusting book?"
I would have responded, "Don't."
Seriously,
don't start.
Don't. I know. Don't start with The Teacher. People love her, man. It is what it is. What can we say?
People love AI, so what can we say?
Oh, I'm seeing a lot of people on my Facebook doing AI stuff, and I'm like, all right, that's all we have for you today.
Sure is.
Was this a good episode? Probably not, because it was just bashing after bashing.
Listen, we didn't have good material to work with, okay?
We didn't, and I am a little disappointed this was my choice, because I could have chosen something else. But you know what? They're not all going to be winners.
They're not.
We've read books that were not winners, so like this is okay. This is the point of having a podcast and reviewing things. We're not going to love everything we watch or read.
Mm-hmm. And if you loved this movie, truly, send us an email. I'd love to hear about it.
I know. I'd like to know.
Love to hear why.
I would like to know what you liked about it, especially if you loved it. Like, I need to know.
Yeah. And then I need to make you some recommendations for a new movie to watch.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. We got you. Don't worry.
All right. Let's not anger our Ruth Ware fan listeners.
If you like what you heard, or disliked what you heard, still please make sure to follow, subscribe, and rate and review the podcast on whatever platform you listen to us on. We're going to get the review tomorrow. Chat on Ruth Ware. How rude. Never listening to them again. 1 star.
God, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all. That's for people with a podcast.
If you have any book recommendations or questions for us, you can email us at fullybookedcalfpod@gmail.com. Also, be sure to follow us on TikTok and Instagram at fullybookedcalfpod to see our upcoming reads. Thanks for checking us out, and remember,
if you need us, we're fully booked. Bye.
Bye.